Veterans Day is just around the corner, and one generous donor is helping wounded veterans at a local corridor school. Kirkwood Community College already does a lot to help military families. Fox 28 News reporter Kevin Barry explains how it's now even more helpful for Purple Heart recipients.
On college campuses, it's just the way things are. Students look for answers.
I'm in the Respiratory Therapy Program.
For Devon Bitner, those answers have to do mostly with the lungs. She says she always wanted to go back to school, but it wasn't easy.
With my husband and the transitions of moving everywhere, it was never affordable for us.
Her husband is Sergeant Quinton Bitner, a Marine who was deployed 3 times over 8 years. Devon says she thought the toughest was the first to Iraq.
But actually the second one ended up being the worst because that's when he actually got hurt when he was deployed. So.
Devon got the call on Valentine's Day. She figured it was her husband, but he had a message she didn't want to hear.
He was out doing missions, and his truck got hit by an IED.
For his injuries to his back and the scars on his face, he got a Purple Heart.
Well, obviously, if you've received a Purple Heart, you've made a big sacrifice.
And it's that sacrifice that's being rewarded. Devon is getting money from the Purple Heart Scholarship, funded by an anonymous Kirkwood alum.
And the scholarship is worth full tuition and books until they complete their degree.
A free education, all expenses paid by a kind stranger. One major stipulation, no one would know who he is. Because sometimes, even students just don't need all the answers. Covering the corridor in Cedar Rapids, Kevin Barry, Fox 28 News.
Amazing. And the donor is committing $350,000 over 5 years. Kirkwood says that's enough money to cover tuition and book costs for 75 to 80 students.